Hello again, and welcome to part 2 of the High Priestess. I am Lisa Osina, and what I am doing right now is presenting the major arcana of the tarot, with a shamanic twist, of course, because that's what I do. This is part 2 because I still don't know how to work my camera. Everyone says, don't record until you're all ready. Well, I'm ready. Technologically, I'm not ready. But those who are interested in the subject, I think will excuse my issues with the camera. And welcome to part 2 of the High Priestess. We are going to start with magic because magic begins everything. For me. Magic is the first card of the tarot. And as I mentioned last week when I did magic and the magician, I said we would be graduating to the High Priestess. So I want all of you to, just for a moment, close your eyes, just for a moment. And I want you to concentrate on the spot, which is kind of 3 or 4 inches, depending on how tall you are, from your belly button, from your navel area. In that area, for women, we hold our womb. And for men, they hold their reproductive areas. Not really. That's in their root chakra. At any rate, our third chakra, for men and women alike, sits right below our belly. And in shamanism and a lot of other spiritual practices, we call that our solar plexus. And that is our second or third brain. We can count a lot of brains in our body, but of course we have our brain up here in the crown. And we also have a brain in our belly. Yeah, you know the feeling, that saying that we have, it's our gut feeling. Well, that's your intuition. And as I said in part 1 of our video, the High Priestess represents your spiritual intuition. And it comes from your third chakra. So as I said, let's close our eyes for a moment and just feel that area in our belly. See it lighten, see it as a color of gold, yellow, and let it twist, let it spin, let it be a ball of yellow light moving in a clockwise position, in a clockwork direction. And feel the energy that comes and rises and comes up and brings it into your chest and expands your heart. Brings it into your throat, allows you to express yourself, and then brings it into your brain, which translates the intuition into words that come out of your throat. That's a big difference between thinking, and talking. So as I move forward with our talk today, I want you to be very, very present and pay attention to what you feel in your belly when you hear these ideas, and the way that I see the High Priestess and the magical elements within the High Priestess. So I'm going to tell you a little story. The art of storytelling is a very powerful shamanic tool, something that we can always learn by. If you go back in time, you'll think of Aesop's fables. That is the art of storytelling. There's always a little lesson. There's always a little twist at the end that will move you forward in your wisdom, or give you wisdom that you can interpret and use in your daily life. That is what the High Priestess does. It ignites a fire within you that allows you to intuitively know what you're meant to do, where you're meant to go, how you're meant to do it, how you can relate to certain things, how you can heal yourself. This magical intuition, which you can't touch, which you can't see, which you can't hear, all of our human senses don't work when it comes to the magic that is produced within your intuition, deep, deep, deep within you in your solar plexus. So what happens when you pull the High Priestess in a reading? Let's say you pull the Magician and then the High Priestess, and you look, wow, look at that flow. We're starting at the beginning. We're going into the second. I wonder what the third will be. But what the second one does is it changes your energy so that you are listening from your heart. You're listening from your solar plexus. You're listening from your root chakra and feeling it through your ancestors, through your roots. Add that element to your life, because not everything is fixed with the brain. Not everything is conjured with the brain. You might be able to accomplish something with your brain, but you can't conjure it. In order to conjure something, it has to come from within, and it has to come from within your being, within your heart. If it's merely coming from your brain, you might be talking ego, you might be talking agenda, you might be talking jealousy. Depends on what the issue is. The brain is the tool that you use to interpret, to translate. You use it in order for all of the other elements in your body to work. You don't need it to rule your life purpose. You don't need it to feel. Your brain will interpret what you feel from within if you allow it. You can say, I feel, but you're not feeling it maybe from your heart, you're feeling it from your brain and from your ego. The message of the High Priestess is asking you to seek within your inner power that is invisible, just like magic. I want to thank you for being with me here today. Tomorrow, well, maybe not tomorrow, but soon, we will be talking about the Empress. And there she is, in all of her fertility and her pregnancy and her joy. There she is, the Empress. So we want to wonder to ourselves, the High Priestess leads into the Empress. The intuition and the power of the womanly spiritualism and the womanly spirit, or we may even call it the sacred feminine, will move into the Empress, and we'll talk about pregnancy. Not always with child. Sometimes you can be pregnant with an idea. So thank you very much for being with me today. I'm going to close this with one message. Please bring our people home. And please, let's have some peace. Let's talk. From my heart to your heart, I send you peace. Aho.